Hey guys, my name is Haley and don't mind the weird setup. We're doing a strange little TBR game, kind of a game, not really, because I'm not big on the TBR game things, but my footage that I had filmed to do my TBR for August got corrupted somehow, and I've only found out when I went to go edit it, so it was supposed to go up today and it didn't happen, so now I'm posting it later today, hopefully. We'll see if future Haley actually made that happen, but I'm going to be picking some books for my TBR off of my TBR shelf over here, and I thought I would do it with you guys because I don't want to pick them on purpose again, because I don't remember what was in that video. I filmed it like a week and a half ago, so we're doing something weird today. It's also raining in another annoying turn of events. I've also never tried to do an angle like this before, so I'm trying to see if it's even centered. And my floor is creaky. We're just gonna ignore that. And I keep trying to turn lights on. This video is a mess, but we're gonna do it. Where's my iPad? I'm so annoyed too because I've been so good with the consistent like uploads of, if you didn't know, I've been doing Tuesday and Saturday uploads for like over a month now, and then my footage got corrupted and ruined everything because I went on a trip yesterday, so there's that. Alright, we're gonna start off with the 3 ebooks that I am planning on reading. I think almost all of them are from KU. The first of those being Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I've heard this is starting to go viral. I've heard so many booktubers start talking about it. I know nothing about it besides that it's a romantasy and it has fae, and I like the cover. I figured I would try it out while it's getting all the hype. And then I have Stoneblind by Natalie Haynes. I've been really craving a Medusa retelling, so if you have any more of those, please tell me. And this one is on KU and therefore the most accessible to me, so I'm hoping to get to that into the month of August. And then I have the, words are not happening today. I have the library hold of, I have it physically too. I don't have to put up a picture. Jeez. I have the library hold of Threads That Bind, which obviously I have the beautiful special edition of. And I've been wanting to read this for a while. If you've been around here for a bit, I've been talking about one of my goals is to read through all of my special editions before I buy any more. Otherwise, I will never stop buying them. So this is on the TBR for the month of August because I currently have the library hold. That is the only reason it got priority over those ones, because I currently have it in my possession to read. Also, if you're not interested in the TBR, I am going to do a mini book haul at the end of this because I went on a trip yesterday, and please ignore the mess over there. I went on a trip yesterday and got a couple of books for like super cheap in little free libraries and in, what was it, a Goodwill? Might have been some sort of thrift store. And I figured I would show those as well when we get to that point. So my plan is to pick 7 more books for my TBR. I do remember like 2 or 3 of the books that I picked for my August TBR before I got to the point in the footage that was corrupted. So I am going to pick those down here. I know 2 of those were my Danmei because I want to get into it, and the first one being the Case File Compendium, which I believe is a dark romance male. Danmei, been wanting to get into it, hoping to film a vlog of these at some point this month, because I've been wanting to read all of my MXTX as well as my other Danmei. And then I have the Scum Villains Self-Saving System. I own this whole series. There's only 4 of them. This lighting is terrible. So sorry. This is what we get for last minute videos. But I own all 4 of them. If I can binge read through the whole series, I would love to do that just to get a lot of these off of my TBR shelf. So those are the next 2 on my list for my August TBR. And then I need to pick 5 more. So sorry about the creaky floor. This is why I try not to move around in videos too much, because it's obnoxious in front of my bookshelves. But let's move some of the Lords in Black and see if we can pick amongst the TBR. If you didn't know, which I don't know why you would, because I haven't talked about it, but I have this set up by like my highest priority TBR up here, as well as my special editions, and then I have like fantasy and Danmei, and then like literary fiction that I will probably listen to on audio and not read with my face, Then we just have Overflow TBR. A lot of these are things I've gotten for free from like little free libraries or like really, really cheap at library book sales that I still want to give a try before unhauling. And then down there, which you can't see and I'm not moving the camera, I have all of the books I own that I either also own the ebook, so I don't need the physical version, but I want to keep it if I like it. Like if I read it on the ebook and like it. And then my books that I own that are also on KU for similar reasons. In case I love it, I don't want to get rid of the book yet because then I will have to rebuy it and I don't want to do that. So I need to pick 5 more physical books off my TBR because that has been the goal of mine, is to read through my physical bookshelf so when I do end up moving, I don't have to take as many books with me. We also don't know what the moving situation is going to be, and I'm not getting into that right now because that's stressing me out, but I'm going to try and pick some of those. The first one jumping out to me is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I know this has been on like several TBRs, I want to say. I think I also said I was going to read it soon in my book haul, and I haven't done that. And also in my brain, August is the last of the summer months, so I need to read this. So this is book number 5 on the TBR. And then there's a couple I've been considering. I know that I have the audiobook of The Lifestyle by Taylor Hahn. I don't really know that much about this. I think it is about a polyamorous couple. I don't really know anything else about this. I think it's about a girl who like joins a marriage or something, or someone joins a marriage. I don't remember. I want to say I got this in a little free library, but this is a maybe. I haven't decided yet. I've really been wanting to read The Merciless by Danielle Vega. Yes, that is who it is. Because I've wanted to read this for years. I love the aesthetic of it. I've been wanting to get back into my spooky books, of reading them regularly. And I wanted to save this until October, but every time I do that, I never read all the books in October, and I don't want that to happen again this year. So I think I'm going to throw this one on the August TBR. All right, we need 3 more. I've been considering Powerless because I know the sequel just came out, but I don't know if I'm feeling the high fantasy. I've also been trying to read a lot more audiobooks, which I've talked about a little bit because it's an easy thing to do while I make bracelets, and I've been doing that a lot. So that's good for multitasking. I know I have the Book of Doors on ebook, so it shouldn't be on that shelf. It probably didn't fit on the shelf down there. Trying to think of what else I can get on audio. I think I have had the audio of Yellowface come in a couple of times, and I've put it off because I was not in the mood for it yet, but I think I'm gonna try and do this one because I've been wanting to read this for ages, and I was considering like reading it physically, but I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon, and I do really want to consume the story. So I think I'm gonna listen to it on audio, and if I love it, I'll just keep it annotated at a later date. It is thunderstorming outside, which is why the lighting is terrible. So if you can hear that, enjoy the ambiance. Move Wiggly out of the way. We've got the big Wiggly and the little chibi Wiggly. He lives down with my KU books. I don't know where to put you. You don't fit on those shelves. That's why you're down there. Oh no. There's cords everywhere. I am not set up for this angle. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. But I wanted you to be able to see my shelves so I could do this. These are mostly books I've read. I think almost all of them are. I have like a favorite shelf over here. Or like favorites of the year, especially this half. My shelves don't really have that much rhyme or reason because I don't have a ton of space for organizing. I have like some fantasy favorites up there. But yeah, most of these are read except for a few arcs that are on this shelf that you can't quite see right here. So most of the TBR are over here, which is why those are the only shelves you see me staring at. These also are not at all of my books. I have a bunch on like cube shelves over in that corner that you can't see that I won't show you because it's a disaster mess, because again, not a lot of room in this place. And then I have a books I'm selling shelf over here, which I will also leave my Pango down below because I've started listing some of the books that I have for sale on there. Don't really know how to use Pango, but I'm gonna figure it out. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 2 more to read from my physical TBR. I don't even remember what I put on my other TBR video, which is how we ended up here. Trying to see, is there any on KU? You can't see me. I'm down here, I promise. I'm considering King of Wrath. This is nothing like any of the other books I have on the TBR because I tried Anna Huang's other series. The first one, I think it's called Twisted Love, the blue one. I hated that book and I DNF'd it. And I don't think that I will read that series at all. So I'm not sure that Anna Huang is for me. Or at least I don't think her male leads are for me. So I may try to read this. And if I can't get into it, just get rid of it. Because I've had it for a while. And I could very easily sell it. Because I don't think that she is an author for me. If you read King of Wrath and like this series as opposed to her Twisted Love one, and thought it was better or that I might like it based on the books that you know I enjoy, please let me know in the comments. But I'm skeptical. Okay, we need one more. The one that's really sticking out to me is this series, and the only reason, I know this is 2 books, but I heard the only reason I have not read it yet is I have heard that these are so bingeable that if you don't have the other ones, you're gonna be really mad. And I only own the first 2 and I don't own the last 2. And the hold lists for these in my library are like a million years long because it's such a popular series. And I've heard it described as like YA Criminal Minds, which sounds fun. I like a good fun little mystery series. But I also don't want to have to buy the next 2 books in the series. They're not expensive. I could just do that. So I'll throw The Naturals on the TBR for the month. Let's do that. And then I'll keep the Lifestyle. Let me go grab those. Hold on. The Danmeis are so heavy. I don't even know if I can hold this with my hand. I carry children that are like 50 pounds for a living. I should be able to do this. So, we have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez because this is the last month of summer and I should read it. We have the 3 Kindle books I've already talked about, even though I'll probably read more Kindle than that. We have The Naturals, because it is about time that I read this book. I've owned it for the majority of the year. We have King of Wrath for me to try it out and see if I even like Anna Huang's characters, or especially the male leads. And if I don't, I'm just going to get rid of it, because I don't need to own this. Then we have the 2 Danmei. We have Case File Compendium, which these 2 should be in a vlog. And then Scum Villains. I will vlog these and Scum Villain when I do read them, because I do think that will be a fun vlog. Then we have The Merciless, because it's been on my TBR for years and I just found it for super cheap at a Half Price Books. And I've been wanting to get into the spooky reading mood, even though it's way too early for that and nobody can stop me. And then we have The Lifestyle. This is just I know that this audiobook is very readily accessible to me and I know I can listen to it while making bracelets. That is the only reason this is like up on the priority TBR, because I know that's available. And then Yellowface, which I also know can be available to me very soon because I keep putting the hold off for the audiobook at my library. So that is the TBR for the month. And then real quick, I'm gonna just show you the 5 books I hauled yesterday. As the lighting gets worse and worse as it continues to rain. This is so chaotic. I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing, but anyway, I got The Handmaid's Tale. I'm pretty sure I've owned this before and got rid of it because I tried to read it and didn't like it. But I have a fun little vloggy video planned of a themed vlog, and this is one of the books that is a part of that theme of like Our Country is a Dystopian Hellscape is the working title I'm going on for that. So that should be a fun vlog whenever I get around to it. I'm honestly looking for the 4 books that I have planned for it. So I would like to try reading this again for those reasons alone. Oh, I picked that up at a Goodwill, by the way. And then I found They Never Learn. This is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, thrillers of all time. And I loved it, but I never bought it because I hate this cover. But I think the hardcover might be out of print. If it's not, somebody please send me a link to it because I've been looking for it for years. And I've never found it for under $20. So I picked up the paperback. If I ever find the hardcover, I will get that. But highly recommend They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. It's a great thriller. Also got that at Goodwill. And then the last three I picked up at Little Free Libraries. I have Children of the New World. And this is a book of short stories, but I think they're all by one author, which I will probably enjoy more than books of short stories by a bunch of different authors, because I never tend to like those. And this is about like technology and social media and such. So they're little sci-fi short stories, and this is barely 200 pages. So I was like, sure, I'll try that. It's also an ARC, so I can easily just go put it back in another Little Free Library if I don't like it or when I'm done with it. And then I picked up two, like, I think they're both YA. I know this one's YA. And that is Sisters of the Snake. This is just a YA debut, question mark. And this feels very like girl power. So I figured this is in great condition. I would love to try it out. Maybe pass it along to somebody else that is in the YA age range that I know. But sometimes I really like YA, so we'll see. I wanted to try this out, and it was obviously free because Little Free Library. And then I have Empress of All Seasons. I'm not gonna lie, I picked this up almost solely for the cover and the fact that I believe the author is from Ohio, and I like to support local authors. There's something about a competition to become the Empress. I know nothing else about it. I love the cover, and I believe it's a local author, so I'm gonna try it out. But yeah, that is the second half of this video, is my little mini book haul. I don't know if I should apologize or if y'all enjoy the chaos of this non-scripted, very loosely set up video, but I hope you all enjoyed watching. Thank you for getting to this point. If you made it to this point, leave the like stack of books or any book emoji down in the comments below if you have nothing else to say. Thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you guys next time.